Hi everyone, in this video we will be talking about some other text elements which are images and links. How do we add an image to a web page? How do we add links inside a web page? We will be covering here in this video. Now, to add an image inside a web page, we need to use an img tag. So img tag is a self-enclosing tag. Self-enclosing tag means the opening and closing tags are same. Like here you need to write it like this. So this is a self-enclosing tag. If you see the other tags which we have covered, they were like this. If I add a paragraph tag, it is like this. We have an opening tag separate and we have a closing tag separate. But image is a self-enclosing tag. You write it like this. Now, suppose if I add a header here and let's write adding images on our web page, right? And now if I add an image. So to add an image, we will be using an img tag. Now, here I have to add one attribute. Attribute is again, as I told you in the previous videos, it is like a key value pair or something we are adding an importance to a tag. So I am saying that src is the mandatory attribute for img. Means we always need to add an src attribute whenever we are using img tag. Now when I say img src is equals to, so here I have to give the link or reference to the image which I want to add to my web page. Okay, like suppose if let's quickly run it. So we have this adding images on our web page. Now I have to add an image. So let's search for some random images, right? So if I search for any random image and let's pick this image. Any image which you pick, you need to just right click and let's say copy image address. That means you have the address of the image and you can put it here. src is equals to this. So that means you are saying that this is the image which I want to render here in the web page. And now let's open our web page and here you see our image has been added. The image, whatever reference we have given in the src attribute, it has been added here. Similarly, you can add any images here, like any image you want to add. And maybe you want to add an image which is already downloaded in your folders, right? So it may be the case that you don't need to directly copy it, but from the web page, means from the URL, you may have downloaded images. Like suppose if I go to this image, any particular image, like let's take this image and let me try to save this image on my system. So I'm saving it inside the same folder which I have opened on Visual Studio Code and I am putting it as save. When I save this here, if you see my folder, right, I got this picture here like this. So let me rename this and let me save paint.jpg. Let's suppose I have renamed it to something paint. Now if I want, I can refer this image also. So how do I refer this image? Now this image is present inside the same folder. So I can put it directly paint.jpg like this. And again now if I go here and if you see at the bottom, we have this image also. That means you can refer any image directly from their address on the web, or you can download any image and you can refer it with a relative URL. Suppose here you had another folder and let's say you have named it as images and you're putting these images here, right? So if I move it, so this images, now this paint.jpg is present inside images folder. When it is present inside images folder, this path will not work, right? Now if you see here, we don't have that image because we are just saying paint.jpg and here we don't have any paint.jpg. It is present inside images folder. That means we don't have anything. It is a wrong path, right? So what do we do in this case? We have to correct the path. So we can say /images, that means go inside images folder and then you will find this paint.jpg. So this is the relative URL path which you can give inside img tag. Now if you go here and see, you have this image here, right? Now, apart from src attribute, there is one more attribute which is important, which is called as alt attribute. If I say what is alt? Alt is equals to some text. It means if for some reason your image is not getting loaded, suppose you have given some wrong path here, right? So you need to, then what will come? Let's say if I give some wrong path here like this, right? So there is no image which is rendered. So in that case, it can provide an alternative text to that image, right? It can give some alternative text. Like I can say, what was this image about? Some random bubbles, right? So you can say random bubbles. So if it is not rendering that page, so it was given it here, right? Random bubbles. Why we need this alternative text? It is also required, right? When you say, like suppose there are people there who are like visually impaired and they use something called as screen readers, right? You can read about something called as screen readers. Okay, so what is screen readers? Screen readers do, like for people who are visually impaired, they use screen readers to read any web page. Now suppose if you have SRC like image and you have alt text, it gives them the description of the image you have added. So it gives a description. So it is very important to always use alt tag because it describes the image you have written. So if and for some reason your image is not getting rendered due to maybe your internet network is slow or your URL path is wrong, right? So you should always give this alt tag. Now here if you see, let me correct this URL. Right? If your image is rendered correctly, there is no alt text which is present on the screen. But screen readers will read this text so that people can understand what this image is about. So it is always important to provide an alternative text always with your images. Let's say paint image or whatever, you can write some description about your image like this. Now you see, when I'm adding an image to my web page, these images, right, it is like so big and I don't want such size of image. We can definitely style this using CSS when we will understand CSS in coming videos. For now, there is two other attributes which are present inside image tag. One is the height attribute. So by default, height takes something in pixels. The units are in pixels. If I say 100, it means height should be 100 pixels. Next is width. If I say width is equals to 100. So that means now change the width and height of the images to 100 pixels each. And now if you see, my image has become 100 by 100. That means one is 100 pixels and height is also 100 pixels. Similarly, let's add this attribute here also. And let me say height is equals to 100 and width is equals to 100. And what this will do, it will make both my images size of 100 by 100. If you want, you can increase the size to whatever you like. Suppose I want 150 height and width 100. So it will do accordingly, right? You can make it both as 200 by 200. So according to your requirements, you can set the width and height of the images. So this is how you add an image to your web page. Now, next is, let's see how we can add links inside our web page. Links means like if you have, there is a tag called as anchor tag. So this tag is known as, let me write it here. It is called as anchor tag. What is this anchor tag about? Anchor tag is used to add links to our web page. Links means if I want to add a link. Suppose if I write Google and here I can write href is equals to, again href is the attribute used inside the anchor tag. As src is the attribute used inside the image tag, we have href which is the attribute used inside the anchor tag. Now when I say href is equals to, and let's say I want to go to, when I click on Google, I want to go to www.google.com, right? And let's save it and let's see. So it has added a link here. If I click on this link, it has opened google.com on the same page. Again, if I go back, it has come here. So this is used to add links. You can add links anywhere, on images, on any list item, anywhere you can add image. But one thing if you have seen, right, when I click on this, it is opening this link here itself. What if I want to open it on the next tab or a new window? So there is another attribute here which is called as target. And you can say target is equals to, and you can put it as blank. When you say blank, it means that open a new window or a new tab. When you say target is equals to blank, and now if you click on it, it will open it in a new tab. So this is about the target. And by default, this target is always self. So when it is self, it means like it will open this new link on the same tab. And now again, if you click here, it will open it on the same tab. But if you provide it as blank, it will open it in a new window. Any link, it will open it in a new window like this. Now you can also add the link this anchor attribute to the images also. Let's say if again I want to add an anchor tag, like if I say again href is equals to, and again I want to suppose go to this google.com, but on clicking on any image, right? So here if I say add a image, and let me add an image. So here, and if I say src is equals to, let me add an image. So let's copy this Google, let's say if I copy some Google image icon, right? Something like this. And let me copy image address and let me put it here like this. And suppose again on clicking on this image, I want to, so I have this image, but as soon as I click on this image, I want to open google.com. So you can do this as well. That means you can add a link to an image as well. Again, if I want to open it on a new tab, I can do it like this. So I can say this and make it as blank. Now if I click on this, it is opening in a new tab. Okay. So that means you can add links to your images, you can add links to any text, even you can add links inside any list also, like anywhere, right? Suppose you have any list, as we have learned list in the previous videos, we know that we have unordered list and ordered list. And let's say if I have mango and I want to, or let's say if I'm saying that it is a home page, right? And here I want to again make it add a link to this. So again I can wrap it inside this anchor tag like this, and I can specify it as href is equals to, and you can create your own links, like we'll be doing it in future. But for now, if again I want to suppose render it, or whatever path you want to give, right? You can specify that path, and you are saying that target is equals to blank, right? Like this. So again, if I, where is my document here? Right, so it has come list, and now again if you go, it is opening. So whatever URL you give, like currently I have used google.com, whatever URL you give, it will go to that particular URL. So this is how you add the images and links inside your web pages. Okay, so this is for this video. We will be continuing with this in the upcoming videos. So see you soon. Bye bye.